Hey guys, it's Peanut and Ice Cream Bar again. Today I'm redoing prompt 16, I think, which is, what do you do with your dolls? The age-old question on the lips of every friend or parent who's ever been told, I want to buy this $500 doll. Well, what are you gonna do with that? Which honestly I think is a stupid question and an unfair question. It's like when you buy a houseplant that's not something you can eat, just a houseplant, people don't go, well, what are you gonna do with that? Why would you buy that? That's so dumb. It's like, okay, granted, it's not $500. You actually probably could find a $500 houseplant that would just sit there and it would do nothing. And you take care of it and it does nothing, it just looks pretty, it makes you happy. So like, why is that even a question? Why are you like this? The fact is, I do a lot with my dolls. They mean a lot to me, and artistically speaking, they have huge value to me. I'm not going to talk about that so much because, once again, I'm going to link you back to Why BJDs, where I talk about that quite a bit more. Instead, I'm going to harken back to ye olden days, 10 years ago when I was ordering my first doll, and I was thinking, what am I going to do with this thing? Well, I already knew I wanted to do photo stories and photo shoots. I already had a character for him, and throughout the whole time I've been in this hobby remained a huge part for me is the writing, character building aspect. I'm a very visual person, and having that like 3D representation right there really helped me develop my characters, even beyond the point to, you know, I don't write any of those stories anymore, or at least not most of them, but I love the character because, you know, they have grown so much with me because of that physical thing being there. At that time in my life, I also thought that I was going to grow up to be a fashion designer, like an apparel sportswear designer, not like a haute couture, because no, that was never my dream personally, but I did do a lot of clothing design, and learning to sew and all of that was a big part of the hobby when I first got into it for me, and a huge thing that I did with my dolls. Now more recently, I've moved a little bit away from clothing. I do still sew, but I've moved away from that a bit, and I'm more into set design and wig making and face-ups here and there. That's kind of come and gone as I've been in this hobby because I'm not very good at them. Shh. But of course, I think the newest and maybe most obvious thing that it actually took me a second to figure out what has changed for me. This YouTube channel has been a huge difference in my life and a huge thing that I do with my dolls, and even though in a lot of my videos I'm not physically holding a doll right now, it is something that I do with them and is a way to talk about them and share and meet people and do all kinds of community things. Oh, hugs. Oh, hug, hug, hug. You guys. So, yeah, I guess that's everything that I do with my dolls, outside of them just being an artistic pursuit and being pretty and being a comfort for me, especially the older ones like Daichi, who I've had for so long. So yes, that is what I do with my dolls, and I am happy to be just doing that, doing the writing, and the face-ups, and the wigs, and the sets, and the things, and the sewings, all the sewings. I do, yes, words are good. All the sewings I do. Anyway, I guess that's all I have to say on that subject. What do you guys do with your dolls? I still think that's a weird question, but are you more into photography? Are you more into sewing? Is it something like, does it change for you throughout every here and there? Or if you're newer in the hobby, do you think like what you do now with your doll is like the bee's knees and you don't need to do anything else? Or do you think, you know, you'll evolve and you'll learn about more things that you like doing? I had a person ask me once if I thought it was a good idea for them to get a doll just for photography purposes. That's actually something I've heard on and off throughout the time I've been in this hobby. Some people are really into photography and just want something that they think would be an interesting model, which I understand, and I get it. Like, I love taking pictures of my dolls for sure, but I love taking pictures of them because I'm really invested in the doll itself and in other things in the hobby and the rest of kind of all of it. So do I think it's a good idea to get a doll just so you can photograph it? Probably not, because you can probably find a good chunk of people locally who will model for you for like $25 if you're just looking for a model for photography. That's my random advice for this video. I'm sure I already answered that person's question because that was like 4 months ago. Yay! Okay, well, I am excited to hear what you guys do with your dolls, and thank you for watching, and I will talk to all of you guys soon. Bye!